Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm sitting in the turtle, and it is good that we still have the turtle because we are really back to old school everything at the moment. Yesterday was Thursday, and the new update came out and made everything worse for me at the moment. I'm preparing things. Yesterday I made some tests with the Empress and the the things that I need to remove to make everything work fine. And what I found out is that some of the mods seem to be the one of the problems. It's always the mods, but I'm suspecting azimuth at the moment. Maybe it is the models, maybe it is, don't know, because it's old stuff. I don't know. Yesterday I made some tests in my CPU test world. Here you can see that. I made some tests in my CPU test world and spawned in big, three of the Empresses just with stock parts, and man, the game ran beautifully. And then I made more tests. What mods to keep, what mods to remove, and I really went to town when it came to removing mods, and I removed all but 10 mods. The number might still change a bit, but I went down really far, and so that's basically the decision that I made. I want to remove mods, and if or when we start the new world, because one problem this update had, no new parts, just updated the updated performance stuff. And again, the performance hit in this world wasn't all that much. It could be the planets, because as far as I understood it, there was no real optimization to planets right now. It is mainly a thing that hit multiplayer, and that's a good thing. The boys that play multiplayer deserve to finally get could get some really good updates towards that. But it is also noticeable in single player, definitely. Yesterday the game in my CPU test world ran beautiful, even with big ships around, and even with the few mods I had in the end. I had a really good. It felt good playing the game again. Yeah, there is sometimes FPS things, but the big hang-ups and all that stuff are missing, and that's a really neat thing. Again, I'm removing most of the azimuth parts. I decided that although I really like the parts, I should maybe get rid of them. One thing that I noticed is that the azimuth ore detectors, they, I don't know what they do, but you can see the ore detectors working in the in the menu here, in the see that I'm getting real lag right now, and it must be parts, it must be mod parts, because the yesterday without the mods, beautiful. A lot of I posted, I don't know, 3 big ships, and then all the come on. 400. No, I can't put that in right now. What do? I need to clear that out, and I need to pick up all the floating objects here. Floating objects, bad. Ow. Good. Let me sort that out. That is the. It could be that it runs full. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can just store it in the ship itself. So yeah, yesterday I noticed that there is below the whole thing when ore detectors are running, then there is a thing that says ore detector things. The ore detectors did things, this and this much. And every time that ran, I had some problems with lag. Now everything's gone here. Did it damage anything? Okay. But you can still see that we still have massive hang-ups. And that's why we still might want to change basically the world. The whole problem could still be that there is too much going on in this world, and it could be that okay, this stays in there, that something in the world is broken also. It's also possible, and I'm not willing to make any more workarounds basically. So we will switch worlds. I want to prepare basically the ships to have mostly stock parts right now, and just keep all the parts of the mods that I want to keep in the world. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm remodeling some of the stuff to be able to make final blueprints basically, and then I can spawn the ships into the new world, and I don't lose what they have basically in store, and I don't lose all the parts basically that I have used to build things like cargo containers and. So that's what I'm mainly doing right now. I know that I promised you that I wanted to switch worlds immediately, basically, but again, there is nothing new except the performance stuff. And one thing I want to test is that I remove all the mods that are really problematic for me, and then I want to see how bad it is then in this world. Again, we still switch worlds, but one thing I can do is maybe then give you a world download or something like that. And I would like it to be relatively the world as it is should at least work. That's what I want to achieve. So that you might have some FPS problems because of a lot of things in the world, but I don't want to give you FPS or CPU problems because of mods that I use in the world. And. Okay, see that. I'm so used to the nanites now that I wait and say, hey, the nanites should take all this. No, they don't. They don't do that. Let me work a bit more and set up the cargo containers here. I replaced the cargo containers with the normal cargo containers and with stock vanilla reactors, that all should still work. I mainly had all the computers. Do I have some computers still floating somewhere around here? That could be the case. So I mainly wanted to keep the azimuth thrusters, the other azimuth reactors and azimuth containers, because again they have a relatively small form factor, but they are big in size. They produce a lot of power, and yeah, that's why I wanted to keep them. Okay, I need some computers. Maybe the turtle has some. That's good. The normal ore detectors, by the way, didn't seem to make really big problems. So I hope that I don't do wrong here by setting up an ore detector again. I had it. No, that's the way up. Okay. I have 3 here and then the reactor. I will weld this up with the turtle. It's really good that we kept this ship. The being able to relatively fast weld this up and also grind it down if needed. Best thing in the world. All the other mods. Let me do this. All the other mods seem to be out of order, so we can go to the Empress, take a look at her terminal, and then take a look at the nanites. Maybe there were updates already, but I don't think so. See that the mods or the modded parts don't work at the moment. That's also a good. That's not a good thing, but we can get back into all that stuff. Also, the build and repair system doesn't work. Again, there will be more testing in the new world with the mods. Maybe we go back to a relatively vanilla game. The mods sometimes really make more problems than they have use, but I definitely I like the nanites so much. I want to keep them, and also the drill here is a nice thing, and the drill can't be that bad, or I hope at least it's not. Good. Let me work a bit more. One mod that still works and that can help me out here is the laser welders and grinders. They still work, do a fine job. I just took down 2 small ships that I still had here. Hopefully I have enough materials to add these cargo containers to the station, because also the stations need to be upgraded. I need to go back to the Terran planet and then remove some containers there too, and maybe put everything back into stock containers, into vanilla containers. That will take a bit, but I hope that it is worth the time. Hope that works out. Performance can proceed to build large cargo container missing metal grids. Okay, then I will have to bring in the turtle. I thought maybe I have enough for at least a cargo container here, but the turtle to the rescue. We could also refit the turtle with laser welders and all that stuff, but the moment she goes well with the stock parts. One thing that I noticed... Oh, computers? I found you. Thanks. One thing I noticed is that when we... after I have done this, I could remodel the backside of the ship here and then go and make it a bit smaller, hopefully. That could help us with it better fitting into into the Empress. We will have to see how that works out anyways. This is just... I need to state that after I had the problems with the ship starting to completely wobble and go out of... I want to make sure that as soon as the ship is basically anchoring somewhere, that I remove all the ships from it so it doesn't start to wibbly wobble itself apart again. So that's one thing I need to get into my head. Disconnect all the ships as soon as the Empress is standing still. Good. I will keep on working here. That's my plan. And again, maybe when I've done that, I can give you a world download. Some people might like that, being able to take a look at what I've built here and what I've done here. I hope that no. Oh, yeah, the thrusters are the same all around, so this is not helping. Good. In the station, everything is set now to have mostly vanilla parts. I'm missing at the moment the airlocks and the airtight hangar, not airtight hangar doors, the force fields. This is bitter for me. I really like the force fields, but it seems that the mod at the moment doesn't work and it throws errors that make the game crash. So at the moment I will leave that out. Maybe it has to, don't know, be replaced by some other mod, or it will just stay out of the game. The hangar doors, not the hangar doors, the airlocks, I hope I can get back over time. This ship here, by the way, helps out pretty much with the lasers. It's neat. I was able to replace the 2 reactors in there, and one of the azimuth reactors not exploded, but when I ground it down, it just, yeah, all the parts shattered the floor beneath them, and that was not beautiful. With this small ship I was able to prevent that for the other one. Okay, we still have to replace some of the azimuth containers on the Empress, but what I did is I emptied them out, so there's no stuff in them anymore. That should be a pretty easy job. There are now, let me go back to the ship and then I will show that to you. By the way, I will bring in some normal doors into the station so it can fill up with air again, so I don't have all the oxygen for just nothing. Good. This is what I did. Let me go back to the ship. By the way, here also the airlocks are missing at the moment. I saw that an airtight door was the problem that didn't so that the game wouldn't start up, and so I decided to remove everything that sounded remotely like airtight door. Here I will do the same, or I might go just with deleting the mod, letting these vanish. It's with just vanilla methods, these these azimuth reactors are hard work to be replaced because they hold so much items that they normally drop all their stuff, and then I have destruction around them. But we prepared that already, that I had the reactors there, and then I brought some more of the normal containers. These are set up to work with Tim, and the one in the back are too. I have used the empty space here in the back to place down some more cargo containers, and everything that was in the ship fits into the 12 normal cargo containers I have here. So if I replace the azimuth cargo containers, I will not have any problems, and they fit. The azimuth are basically double the size than the normal cargo containers, so I can just fit normal containers where I now have the azimuth containers. That should work out. I have the suspicion, and again, I'm just talking out of my put in a word here. I have the suspicion that Tim might struggle with the azimuth containers. I'm not sure. This all will clear up in the end, basically, because again, we will remove that work without them and hopefully see if Tim runs better then, and what it all does for us. It's nice. It's nice and a bit it's a double-edged sword at the moment. It's good to do all the handwork again, just welding by hand, welding with ships and all that stuff. But on the other hand, right now I would really like it if the if the nanites and the build system would work. I have to bring back all the ships. I can remove this drill then too. We will have to design some new things in the future, because yeah, I will be missing out on a lot of the small things, like these small reactors, the azimuth containers. This ship back here, you can see that it is in a gruesome state right now because it has no real thrusters at the moment. But this ship will go anyway. We will not take it with us, but I might just leave it here and you can discover it for yourself. Not sure. I will remove this one just to get rid of it. Do I have stuff in it at the moment? Because then I can just take the laser welder thing, and the laser welder itself is a thing that we will remove in the end because it is also using azimuth parts, and we will have to find a new design for that too. We had the problem with them taking the laser things taking a lot of energy, and we have to compensate for that. A lot of work, still a lot of work before we can departure, I would say. I will do more work over the weekend, and I have a free day next Monday. That's a holiday here, and I will have a bit of time to do some stuff. So that's what I want to do, or what I want to keep on doing. I want to replace I know that back at the base around the Terran planet, I still have some of the azimuth containers, and I will go and replace these then too, just to be sure. You can see that the whole game still is struggling. It still runs into problems. It might be the stations and all the stuff around, but we will see how good it runs after I have removed all the mods, and then we hopefully can start into a new world soon with a lot of the new parts. I might start it just next week and wait for the parts, because I immediately had some ideas what we could do. We could make space tankers, because now we can use hydrogen as an energy source, and there's so much new stuff that we can do. Really happy that we are getting that stuff. Good people, I think that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. It is a bit rambly, and it is just a bit to, again, show you what I'm doing, replacing all that stuff. We will get into new stuff and more stuff in the next days, I would say. Good people, I would say thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, then please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.